like the first game of a brand new season. So many possibilities.
Well, you know, B.A., for the players, you're excited and relieved at the same time. You get to see all the hard work you put in during the offseason pay off.
And now the Los Angeles starters. LeBron and Vanderbilt, your small and power forward. Austin Reeves out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Hayes in at the 5, roaming the paint. So it's the Lakers now. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Hayes with a screen on Maxey. Back to Hayes. And here's Vanderbilt from the arc. Paul George pulls it in. To the inside. Embiid. And Embiid throws it. Down.
Get out of that man's way. Embiid throwing down that power finish.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with the 76ers head coach. I asked him if he thinks anyone has a better feel for the game than Luka Doncic, and he told me, I don't want to get into a comparison, but what I can say is that he controls the pace like no one else. You can't speed him up, you can't slow him down. Guys?
Thank you for that, Allie. Count that one.
Not just a jump shooter, Reeves is also skilled at converting in close.
Here's Maxey. And that one is hammered home.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
An MVP in this league, Richard. Joel Embiid. Is there any way to slow this guy down?
The answer, no, B.A. There is no way to slow him down. He's got the unique ability of size, skill, athleticism. You name it, he's got it.
The shot by James, no good.
Just 1 for 5. Not the start they were looking for. Obviously, there's still plenty of time to get on track.
Here's Yabusele. Over to the wing. 5 on the clock. Here's Maxey. Second chance shot. Pass to Grimes. Here's Yabusele from downtown. Can't get it to go. Making him 0 for 2. And there's James from the arc. Offensive board. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Big-time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make. George, a screen on Doncic. Maxey attacking. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. And with this break, a chance to see the best passers in the league from last season. Second, Luka Doncic. And, of course, LeBron James.
And you got to give credit to how both of these guys see the floor. They are all about moving the rock and trying to set their guys up. This is why their teammates love playing with them.
The Sixers leading. Here's Grimes. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And Doncic the bucket on the assist by Hayes.
The size and strength of Doncic can go overlooked. I mean, he's more than capable of scoring there in the paint.
For 3, Maxey. And Reeves pulls it down.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Something's changed, but LeBron stays the same. Still the same leader on the floor. The same player. It is truly impressive.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
Here's Grimes. Last game, 26 points for him. George against James. Pass to Embiid. Here's the three. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 2. Last time they met in Los Angeles.
And in their last game against this club, turnovers really were a problem for them.
And they have to clean that up. Play smart and value the ball.
And stolen by Reeves. It's a one-on-one situation. Rebound by Philadelphia. Pass to Embiid. And there's a 3-second violation. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Doncic left side. And Doncic with the jam.
A guard that can truly do it all. Doncic has tremendous power.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Now the Lakers moving it up. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
George outside. Embiid, a screen on Doncic. Pass to Embiid to stop the run. The shot, no good. It could go. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been the... Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
They've got Tyrese Maxey. Joel Embiid is out there with Paul George. And it's Yabusele in at the 4 spot. That's the group for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. With an MVP trophy under his belt, Joel Embiid has only become more dominant, RJ.
I think that 2023 MVP increased his confidence. It allowed him to feel like he really was the best player in the world. And I think it motivated him to keep pushing himself. And the results speak for themselves because the stats, they back that up.
Oh, LeBron sending it home.
Yeah, just too much big boy basketball by LeBron James, just bodying defenders inside.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Luka on the attack.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Here's Grimes. Embiid, a screen on Reeves. Pass to Embiid. 6 on the shot clock. Inside, Embiid gets the advantage.
This is why they feed Embiid. His teammates trust his ability to get the job done.
Shot's good by James. James has gotten 4 this quarter.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Los Angeles leading by 5. Pulls up on the wing. It's rebounded by George.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
From deep, he buries it from 3. George has gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
And just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. On the wing, Reeves. Back to Vanderbilt. James outside. Shot clock at 5. Beyond the arc. And again, the Lakers, no good. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. James with the block.
And Braun with the block. Look, The shooters are working hard, but he is all over them.
Kicks it to George. Fires the three. And Philadelphia hits again from deep. All right, I don't want to make you feel too old here, RJ, but you did get drafted back in 2001. What's the biggest change to the game, you think?
Oh, I think without a doubt the physicality and the three ball. Teams are not as physical, and they shoot a lot more threes. When I came in, they were barely shooting them. Now that's all that matters.
Here's Grimes. And he drives in. Pass to Embiid. And stolen by Hayes. James passes to Reeves. Back to James. Now here's Hayes. Embiid covers. George against James. Hayes with a screen on George. Just 5 on the clock. From outside the arc. LeBron fires and hits a three.
When you're guarding LeBron, you have to give him something. So the King, well, he'll take a three-point basket.
And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
And the 76ers making a change here. From deep, Reeves. Rebound by Philadelphia.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Well, plenty of give and take so far.
There's 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Now, here is James. 10 points for him. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. So LeBron will go to the free throw line. It's going to go on Andre Drummond.
What I appreciate about LeBron is how much he loves being a leader. He knows how much his teammates count on him.
Here's Drummond. Back to Maxey. Drops in the three. Maxey's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's looking much more confident here in the second quarter as far as his scoring goes.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Edwards, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Doughton comes in for Tyrese Maxey. The Lakers trail. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. From deep, here's Doncic. It's hauled in by Doughton.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Drummond, the screen on Vanderbilt. Oubre passes to Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
That shot is off. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Sixers on top. Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
And something out of left field for you guys.
Ernie, left field, this is not baseball. This is a basketball show.
So it's like from the backcourt, maybe like from the corner?
Okay, let me do this over, okay?
Yeah, because I'm kind of
From the opposite end. Oh, wait, we ran out of time. Switching back now to the Philadelphia 76ers. They've been fighting it out through the first half of play.
Once they gain position underneath the backboard, it's...
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, they've got Rui Hachimura. He's out there with Connect. And it's Vincent in at the 1 spot. Out to Lowry. Drummond with the screen. It's Lowry with a drive. Nifty move. And he lays it in.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Here's Goodwin. Vincent outside. Oh, rejected by Drummond. Pass to McCain, to the middle. Deflects the pass. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And now it's a 6-point 76ers lead. And for the Lakers, they're shooting at a decent clip, 45% for the game. Here's Connect. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Well, scouts were buzzing about Connect's ability to attack the rim with a ton of ferocity. Now we see it in person.
Now here's Lowry. Pass to McCain. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. And here's Edwards outside. Hachimura with a rebound. Lakers trail by 4. Richard, it's nice to have the versatility of a guy like Hachimura. Equally comfortable at either forward position.
Well, he's got the size and strength of a modern-day NBA power forward, but he also has the ability to stretch the floor and knock down a three. That's a nice combo.
You see the upside in a rookie like Dalton Connect. He's got a good build and dynamic offensive skill set. Some improvements around defense, and he'll be a solid addition to any lineup.
Showing the numbers from last NBA season, the leaders in team steals. The 76ers, #1.
The steals numbers only tell part of the story. This was a team that made trouble for every opponent with their incredible effort on the defensive end.
The 76ers have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Pass to McCain. Edwards a screen on Hachimura. And he lobs it up top. And Edwards slams it in.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. With the drive. That one falls. Goodwin's got his first points of the night.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Out to Hachimura. Pass to Goodwin. Here's Connect. For the tie. Drummond grabs the miss. Philadelphia leading by 3 to the paint. Here's Edwards. And he misses the fast break layup.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
And you have to feel for him. That's the kind of miss that will stick with you for a little bit.
And it's Connect missing.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Oubre. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
And that one's good. Connect.
Oh, you expect Rui to finish that play, but when a guy is this open, he makes a quality pass.
Los Angeles has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. For the lead, baseline jumper. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Drummond's got his 4th rebound in this one. It's Edwards with a drive. Pass to Oubre. And the layup is good off the glass.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Here's Drummond. Hachimura with a rebound. Hachimura's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Connect. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Doughton passes to Drummond. No good with a layup. Lakers trail by 3. And here's Connect outside. It's good on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Doughton. He's covered by Vincent. Doughton passes to Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And here's Connect outside. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Edwards. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, both teams. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page, whew.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Paul George, Maxey out there with Joel Embiid, and it's Yabusele in as power forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Lakers trail by 5. Here's Doncic on the drive. It's deflected. Maxey on the wing. He's covered by Reeves.
He's a small guy with big hops. Maxey goes up high for that finish.
Now Los Angeles with it. Looking ahead, they've got the Warriors coming to town for their next game. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. Now here's Doncic. The D's right on him. Got a piece of it, and they'll get another chance. Vanderbilt, the pass to Hayes. The shot from the low post is good.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Here's Yabusele. Embiid, a screen on Vanderbilt. Pass to Embiid. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Lakers trail by 5. James passes to Reeves. And Grimes pulls it down. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Yabusele, yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
And when you look at the numbers over the last few years, it's clear that George has made a jump as a playmaker. B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Now here's Embiid. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
Yeah, Embiid is getting everything he wants on the offensive side. He's playing some aggressive basketball right now.
A nice shot by Doncic.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
The shot by James, no good.
That is not the shot they needed there. You gotta work it around and get a better look.
Embiid, a screen on Reeves. Out to the right wing. Embiid can't hit. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. 8-point game. Pass to Reeves. Back to James. Nails it from beyond the arc.
I'm sorry, just who else would you want it shooting there? LeBron James, just so calm under pressure.
Maxey against Reeves. Yabusele, book that. And the 76ers lead by 7.
Wow, the finger roll. Sometimes a soft finish like that makes it even more painful for the defense.
Great positioning on the putback.
How many times have we seen LeBron hit a huge bucket in his career? I don't know. I've lost count, but that was beautiful to watch.
Maxey, that's good.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Maxey with it, picked up by James. Here's George. To the wing, right side. Here's Grimes. He's covered by Reeves.
Oh, man, exploding to the rim.
Yep, makes the simple play. Left side, Vanderbilt. Back to Doncic. The 3. The rebound by Embiid.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's James. The rebound by Maxey.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Here's Grimes, guarded by Doncic. Vanderbilt against George. Into the lane.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Doncic deciding where to go with it. The three is up. Plenty of space. Unable to get that one. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a
more if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. The backcourt, Halliburton and Mathurin. The forward spots with Nesmith and Siakam. And it's Turner in at the center, locking down the middle. So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. Maxey looking it over. Lock at 6. Outside, George. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Embiid, no good. Halliburton with it. Siakam outside. Lets it fly from 18. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Here's Yabusele. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Using those sidelines to find an open guy and be always ready to deliver.
Here's Halliburton. Turner trying to free himself up. The shot's good from Halliburton.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well. Oh, George, let him hear you with that finish. That is nicely done.
And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively, but where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
Philadelphia with the ball after Indiana gets the first. And slam dunk by Maxey.
And don't sleep on Maxey's vertical. He's great at using it to hammer those down.
Here's Halliburton. And finished off by Halliburton.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
So it's Philadelphia now. The Pacers making the shot. Outside for George. Off target from outside. Pacers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Turner passes to Halliburton. Turner with a screen on Maxey. Back to Turner. Takes it inside. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in. Turner's got his second basket of the night.
Wow, how about the start to this game? Taking excellent shots, capitalizing on everything the defense is giving him. This is great stuff.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Here's Halliburton after the Sixers pick up 2. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Pacers shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. And the technical free throw is good. Halliburton feeling it out a bit. Pass to Nesmith. Misses the 3. The 76ers trail by 4. Into the lane. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Now, here's Siakam. Nothing on the board. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, I was able to talk with Nick Nurse for a minute. Now, in talking about Tyrese Halliburton, I wanted to know about the strategy for him out there. Coach said Halliburton is so quick and such a deft ball handler. I think it just comes down to keeping up with him, matching his pace, not letting him get one step ahead. So that's the game plan. Back to you.
Thank you, David. The Pacers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Halliburton outside. Nesmith finds Mathurin. Siakam, a screen on Maxey. Halliburton, that's good.
How about he has yet to miss? 4-4 to start.
And so George will bring it up for the 76ers. They trail by 3, and George with the stuff.
Paul George just so fluid offensively. What a pretty move right there.
Halliburton outside. From outside, off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Embiid drives in. Makes it off the glass.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
For Indiana, they've gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Outside Mathurin. And a wide open look for Halliburton. That doesn't go either for Halliburton. There we go, one-on-one. Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
We've got Joel Embiid, Abusele out there with George. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's McCain in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter.
Well, you're talking 6'11" and big-time length. Send him back, Mr. Turner.
It's stolen by Mathurin. Now the Pacers moving it up. And a wide open look for Siakam. And Indiana, another 3.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
And Aaron Nesmith gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's George. 9 points in the game so far. There's the drive. And yes, it's good. George has got 11 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Halliburton passes to Nesmith. Out to the right wing. Siakam for 3. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Well, Doris, before he started playing basketball, Siakam was on the path to priesthood. And there are a lot of GMs in the NBA saying, amen, that he chose basketball.
Kevin, this young man actually attended a seminary and didn't pick up a basketball until he was 16. But even with that, he's built himself into an all-star and a champion. An incredible journey.
Nesmith can't get it to go.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Pass to Abusele. And it's sent back by Turner.
And I would not test Turner. And Miles has led the NBA in blocks and just has great timing on his jumps.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, I've been guarded so many different ways. I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody. Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, D.A., thanks. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
Are you kidding me? Just look at what Paul George is doing to the defense over and over. My goodness.
Pass to Nesmith. Oh, good with the triple. 76ers trailing. And here's Maxey. Here's Yabusele. 6 to shoot. A second chance effort. Siakam pulls it in. Indiana's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them.
2 minutes remaining.
Halliburton outside. Outside Mathurin. Off target from three-point range. The 76ers have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are one or two of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
Pass to Yabusele. A three-pointer off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Halliburton right side. Offline with his three.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Indiana's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range.
And how about the anticipation from the big fella? Embiid is one of the league's premier shot blockers.
George with the stuff. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Oubre is checked in for Yabusele. And it's Quentin Grimes in for George. The 76ers lead. Pass to McCain. Outside, Maxey. Embiid with a screen on Halliburton. Out to the wing. And it's sent back by Turner. And he gets it back. Oh, Embiid too tough inside.
Looming large on the interior. Embiid hard to deny.
Fires it up. Here's Turner. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. 76ers lead by 3. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Come.
Look at that Philadelphia. You really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have big.
And now looking at the Pacers in this one, no separation to be found from either side.
My bed is the best you can buy, but it ain't a soft.
Thank you for being with us.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been one outstanding game from George.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
On the court for Indiana. Shepard out there with T.J. McConnell. Then there's Obi Toppin. Then there's Andrew Nembhard. And it's Bryant in at the center. McConnell kicks to Bryant. Drains it from beyond the arc. Bryant's got the game tied up here for Indiana.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
Here's Grimes. Nembhard covering. And again, Philadelphia turns it over. Now a chance to examine the rebounding numbers over the past months for Pascal Siakam.
And those are some numbers that he can't be happy about. His rebounding totals have taken a dip over the past few months. He's got to get back to giving the kind of effort on the boards we were seeing from him early.
And Bryant is right there.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And the wide open shot from McConnell. No good on the triple. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Next up on the docket, the Bucks following this one. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Pass to Toppin. And Nembhard has it in the corner. Toppin kicks to McConnell. Shepard, the pass to McConnell. Takes a three. Hits the three-point bomb. McConnell's got his first 3 points of the game.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
Here's the three. Buries the long-range jumper.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Some nice passing here by Indiana. Shepard, that's good.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Stolen by McConnell. Launches a three. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 11 rebounds in the game. Oubre passes to Grimes. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
To the paint. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Grimes rhymes with dimes. On time right there.
Pass to Shepard. No good on the three.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Good on the bucket. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
McConnell against Maxey. Maxey with the block.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And Thomas Bryant gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. McCain's shot is off. Indiana's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Nembhard finds Toppin. Back to Nembhard. At the top of the key, Toppin. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It took some time, DB, but it's starting to come together, it seems, for Obi Toppin.
Kevin, the athleticism has always been there for Obi. I think the question was, how could he help his team beyond being a vertical threat at the rim? He now is in the perfect spot. He play with pace. He starts.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul.
Under NBA rules. The officials will have
easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion,
the ruling on the floor stands.
Speed at which these players are moving, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the 76ers making a change here. Lowry's checked in. The first free throw is good. The specter of injury seems to always loom over Paul George's career, Doris.
Well, Kevin, I think it's very hard for Paul George fans to take out of their mind completely that gruesome injury he suffered. But we've got to give this young man a ton of credit. He has managed his play and his health to a very high level, and still one of the most gifted players this game has seen.
Bryant with a screen for Shepard. Shot clock at 5. And it's off from three-point range. The 76ers have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. And that one's good. Drummond's got the lead up to 3 now for Philadelphia.
Boy, you love the kind of space that Andre Drummond eats up on the interior. Some guys don't play up to their size. Andre Drummond sure does.
Toppin against it. Toppin passes to Nembhard. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
You know what? Nice job there on the attack at the rim, drawing the contact.
For Indiana, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. And both free throws good for Nembhard. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They lead by 1. Outside Edwards. Drummond with a screen on Chapman. Here's Edwards. And he uses the glass on the layup. Edwards got his first bucket of the night.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
4 seconds left. Shepard, that's good. It's stolen. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Abusele out there with Paul George. Then there's Embiid. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's McCain in at the shooting guard position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Mathurin passes to Siakam. And the three ball is good. And the Pacers lead by 4.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options of the offensive end.
And George with the stuff.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Maxey on the wing. Here's McCain. Defended by Mathurin. 76ers moving the ball around. The three from George. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Halliburton passes to Turner. Outside Mathurin. Back to Turner. And that one drops for him.
And Mathurin proving he can be unselfish, wanting to find his teammates.
Over to the wing. Here's McCain. And he converts the layup.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Halliburton. And such a nice move to make the basket work.
My goodness, what a dribble drive by Mr. Tyrese Halliburton.
Pass to McCain. There's a good screen. Outside, Maxey. Here's McCain. Defended by Mathurin. 5 to shoot. Yabusele. And he's good on the three ball.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Halliburton passes to Nesmith. Rebound by the 76ers. Abusele kicks to George. Pass to Embiid. And Aaron Nesmith gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. And the 76ers making a change here. Grimes is checked in.
First team foul.
Now here's George to the inside. With force, Embiid takes it to him.
And in the big moment, Embiid is your guy. He's always ready to go on the attack.
In the corner, it's Nesmith. Back to Halliburton. Paul George with the steal. Here's Yabusele. Over Siakam. And that one, good. Now it's a 3-point Philadelphia lead.
Spotting the open teammate there. Nice work by Maxey.
Siakam sets a screen for Halliburton. Siakam's shot is off.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Maxey against Halliburton. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Here's Siakam. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Well, Siakam in the clutch. What a delivery.
The 76ers leading by 3. George looking over the floor. And he drives in. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Now Halliburton. There's 38 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Siakam outside. Down low. Just 2 to shoot. Turner. It drops. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Pass to McCain. Back to Maxey. And they go to the intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, those are essential free throws to make a 3-point lead. It's going to take something from long range now to tie this game.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And what's their best move at this point?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Well, this trip to the line should seal the deal. Amazing job.
For 3, Siakam. Missed. So the 76ers win it. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But in the end, RIDA, thanks again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.
always great to be with you as well, BA. And this is perhaps my favorite night of the year when you talk about the NBA opening night. So much excitement, so much anticipation, and we know the rest of the season will deliver.
And now Indiana's starting group. Halliburton and Emhart, the 1 and the 2. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Mathurin in at the 3. Now here's Vanderbilt. He's off on the layup. Halliburton on the wing. He's covered by Reeves. Halliburton misses. Now Los Angeles with it. And now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with J.J. Redick.
I asked Coach what his plan was for trying to slow down Pascal Siakam, and he said to make him into a jump shooter. He does the most damage around the rim, so we want to force him out on the perimeter whenever possible. It's not an easy task by any means. We'll see if they're able to do this. Back to you guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
Every year, Siakam seems to get more confident handling the ball. Slick move there.
From undrafted to closing games with LeBron and AD, Austin Reeves, what a story, Clark.
It really is a great story. I mean, this guy has just continued to prove the doubters wrong. Nobody's going to outcompete him. He's fearless. He's got great skill. Doesn't lack for confidence either. He's one of my favorite players to watch.
Pass to Turner. Stolen by Vanderbilt. Oh, deflected. It's stolen by Halliburton. Halliburton on the wing. Down low. Knocked away. Hayes with it. Turner covering. The baseline J. Rejected by Siakam.
And the coaching staff, they love this. I mean, Siakam, he's engaged, aggressive, just getting after it on the defensive end.
Now here's Siakam. 15 in his last outing. Turner. Vanderbilt pulls it in.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Pass to Hayes. Now here's Vanderbilt. Here's Doncic. And Doncic hammers it home.
The speed, savvy, and strength combination of Doncic, really difficult to defend.
Halliburton outside. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
A nice shot by Doncic. Pacers trail by 3. Halliburton looking over the floor. And they're on the break. Doncic finds Hayes. Back to Doncic. Fires for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
And foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul. Neesmith, he's checked in for Indiana. Doncic against Halliburton. Here's Reeves outside. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. For Indiana, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. And there's Siakam. That one's good. On the assist by Turner. Siakam's gotten his second bucket of the game. Doncic passes to Vanderbilt. Here's James. And it's blocked. He keeps control of the ball. Shot's good by Mathurin. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pacers.
You have to give them credit for their defense here in the early stages. I mean, they've shown tremendous anticipation, on the same page as a unit defensively, especially on those block shots.
And I've also really liked how aggressive they've been in the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it, they go for it.
Halliburton against Doncic. Can they get it? And it's good on the lay-in. Doncic has got 11 points.
Well, they're still losing, but it's not because of him. He's been lights out this quarter.
Here's Siakam, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Siakam.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
Lakers trail by 4. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Hayes with a screen on Halliburton. Here's the teardrop. Out to James. Back to Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
LeBron doing what he does best, creating for and elevating others.
Here's Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power. And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul. No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Halliburton outside. And at the end of 1, both teams putting up some points. Indiana ahead. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And guys, what's your take on Indiana so far?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
LeBron and Vanderbilt, your small and power forwards. Luka Doncic is out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Hayes in at the center spot. That's the group for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. Vanderbilt. That one drops for him. And this game is tied up now. And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. They'll face the Jazz after this game. That'll be at home. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Off target from three-point range. And for the Lakers, they're shooting about 41%. Nice work inside from James.
His overall size and strength really sets James apart from the rest of his peers when you think about his skill set inside.
Siakam outside. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. It's stolen by James. Outside Reeves. Doncic against Siakam. Here's Luka. And Turner with the block.
Miles Turner denying another one of the league's best shot blockers year in and year out.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Oh, got that one up quick. And the Lakers lead by 2.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Clark, it's special getting to call LeBron James games. How is the King still doing this at this age?
B.A., I think there are guys that come along every 30, 40 years that are just different than other guys, other players. And he's in that category, one of the all-time greats. And he's just been remarkable. Certainly DNA has a role in his longevity and excellence, but you got to give him a ton of credit. He's committed to being at a high level for a long time, and it's remarkable to watch him do what he's doing at this age.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And it's just such a long and powerful player. I mean, once Siakam gets inside like this, he's ready to jam.
Here's James. Doncic feeling it out a bit. Outside Vanderbilt. It's James on the wing. Turner covers. And there's James on the assist by Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's got his 3rd assist of the night.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
And the dunk by Halliburton.
Tremendous explosion on that launch by Halliburton, throwing it down.
And here's Doncic. 13 points in the game. Vanderbilt inside. He's covered by Siakam. Tries again. Outside Vanderbilt. Outside Reeves. And there's James from the arc. Pacers with a rebound. Turner's got rebound number 7 tonight.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
And it's Doncic missing.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
Vanderbilt, no good. Indiana's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Halliburton for 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
There's the strength of the King.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Halliburton outside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Halliburton's got 6 in the quarter.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Here's Vanderbilt. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Halliburton against James. Halliburton goes. And the dunk by Halliburton.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's Los Angeles leading by 3. All right, thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Locked in offensively, getting to his spots, picking apart the D, scoring in bunches, Jets.
Great. And it's time now for the best part of the show. Let's see what the fans have to say. All right, Shaq and Kenny. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on it. Body him up, be physical with him.
And Indiana looking at who they've got. They've got T.J. McConnell topping out there with Thomas Bryant. Then it's Shepard, and it's Nesmith in at the 3. Here's Connect. Hachimura outside. Oh, and Bryant with a block. And here's Shepard for 3. Benson grabs a miss. The Lakers lead by 3. And when you look at the Lakers, a lot has happened since their championship run in 2020, Clark.
Yeah, it really has, B.A., and I think some of it you have to attribute it to a significant amount of roster turnover. And then you pair that with coaching changes. One of the keys to being successful in anything and at any level and in the NBA, stability, continuity. You've got to have it with your executive management team, coaches, and players. And they've not had that, so the consistency has been hard to find.
McConnell's shot is off. The Lakers shooting only 39% so far in the game. Pass to Connect. Here's Hachimura. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
That is big time by Hachimura. No mercy at all.
Here's Toppin. Oh, big finish! Man. And he goes in for the dunk.
Yes, sir, Obi Toppin. Very few better at throwing it down than him.
Hachimura sets a screen. Vincent passes to Hachimura. And Toppin pulls it down. Pacers trail by 5. Here's Nembhard. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys. Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Now here's Nembhard, tightly guarded. Bryant in the high post. Still without a bucket. Shot clock at 2. And here's Shepherd for 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Looking ahead, they've got the Warriors coming to town for their next game. And they'll be reaching the back half of a 4-game home stretch. And here's Connect outside. Hits the three-pointer. Connect's got 5 points now in the quarter. And it feels like everyone turns over half their roster every year, Clark. How hard is that for teams?
Very hard. I mean, continuity is a foundational pillar point to being successful in anything. There's a reason why Steph, Clay, and Draymond won so much in Golden State. Knowing your teammates and their tendencies is vital if you're going to be a championship contending team. I think teams and organizations benefit when they stay together for longer periods of time.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Inside. That one's good from Hachimura on the assist by Connect. Hachimura's got his second basket.
He loves to attack from the inside. This is Hachimura's comfort zone, no doubt.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
McConnell outside. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. McConnell's got his first basket.
With the utmost belief in his game, he's able to beat opponents in a number of ways.
Vincent passes to Hachimura. Back to Vincent. Hachimura with a screen on McConnell. Down low. To the wing on the left. Here's Goodwin. No made baskets yet. Here's Vincent. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
No question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Clark, Hachimura has always been a monster with his strength. He knows how to use his frame.
He sure does, and he has an ample frame, B.A. And working out with LeBron during the summer and training certainly hasn't hurt him in that regard. He knows how to use his body, but he's also become a pretty reliable three-point shooter and all-around scorer.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
Pass to Goodwin. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. And the Lakers lead by 7.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
McConnell from outside. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Connect. Count it. And it's a 9-point Laker lead.
You have to be careful against Connect inside. They'll turn you into a highlight.
And then Bryant with the dunk.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And the Lakers going with a whole new group out there. Doncic outside. Luka! Get off me!
Even for Doncic, this is a big night in the scoring column, giving his fans their money's worth and then some.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Reeves at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Hayes is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Doncic in at the 1. That's the Laker 5.
like the way Halliburton continues to take more responsibility on the offensive end. His game warrants that he does that.
Doncic up top. And there's the drive. Doncic just barrels his way to the rim.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Halliburton for 3. And Reeves pulls it down. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. Out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball. Turner, he's checked in for Bryant.
Pacers substitution, number 33, Miles Turner.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Turner, a screen on James. Halliburton, the pass to Turner. Back to Halliburton. Jacks up a 3. And Indiana misses again. The Lakers lead by 8. Tries to keep it alive. Pass to Hayes. Now Reeves. Doncic on the wing. Back to Reeves. 5 to shoot. It's Doncic with a drive. And Turner with the block.
What timing from Turner. I mean, that's a big part of blocking shots. Reading the shooter and then timing it perfectly to send that shot in reverse.
It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got 4 rebounds in the game. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And, you know, on top of that, second chance points have been a major component for them. And I love the relentlessness they've shown on the offensive glass.
James passes to Doncic. 3-pointer. And there's James on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists tonight.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Los Angeles leading by 12. Out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball.
Pacers ball.
The Pacers have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the 4th. Oh, the sweet touch inside by Halliburton.
A terrific effort from Halliburton so far offensively. He's not holding anything back on that end of the floor.
Doncic against Halliburton. Here's Vanderbilt. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th assist with that last one. Nimhard with it. Now Vanderbilt defending. Halliburton for 3. Oh, you got to guard Halliburton from there.
Talk about confidence. Halliburton oozing with it. No hesitation off the catch and shoot there.
Outside Vanderbilt. Pass to James. Matherin with a steal. Here's the break. Siakam with it. Nimhard outside. Clock at 6. Driving to the basket. Can't get it to drop. Oh, great D that time from Doncic. Here's James. Hayes. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Lakers lead by 11.
I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
He had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
Back to James. Knocks it loose. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. The finish! And Siakam with the slam.
Moving like a guard in transition. Siakam is just terrifying when he's attacking the open floor like this.
Doncic passes to Vanderbilt. And here's James. Vanderbilt with a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. James. The Pacers pull it in. Oh, and a fast break for the Pacers. Here's Matherin. And Reeves pulls it down. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. and he can't jam it through.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yep, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Here's Halliburton. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Doncic. Chops one in from the wing. So it's Los Angeles picking up the win. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better. Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson.
pulsing with anticipation. Each team with their first game of the season here tonight.
The key now is making sure your season starts with a win. That first dub is a catalyst to the start of your season. Helps you find a rhythm very early.
A look at the 76ers starting group. We've got Tyrese Maxey. Yabusele out there with Paul George. Then there's Embiid. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard. Here's Grimes. And it's George finishing it off.
And he may be in his 30s, but Paul George still has got a lot of bounce.
Doncic passes to Reeves. Doncic left side. Over to the left wing. Five on the clock. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
That's just a bucket. Look, you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Yabusele kicks to George. Pass to Yabusele. The three-pointer, no good. And here's the Lakers. Well, Richard, you were a teammate of LeBron James's, winning a title in Cleveland with them, playing with LeBron. What was something you learned about his game and about him?
Well, I learned that he takes the greatness that has been bestowed upon him as a gift, and it is a curse, that he understands how to handle both. I just love the pace that Maxey plays at, constantly applying pressure to the defense.
Doncic passes to Hayes. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on George.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does. Put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Here's Yabusele. Embiid the screen. Yabusele kicks to Embiid. Outside, Maxey. Lobbed up there for Embiid. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Yeah, there is no way to stop him. It has not been physically created a way to stop. His length, his massive hands, he can catch any lob.
The 76ers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Grimes. That three off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. James against George. The shot's good from LeBron.
In the paint, LeBron James is capable of running right over the defender. That is athletic.
Embiid sets the pick for George. Pass to Embiid. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Doncic. The Lakers in the lead. Count it. Doncic has got 7 points.
Creating space, Doncic will move defenders around.
Here's Grimes. There's 1:59 left here in the opening quarter. Ron right side. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with J.J. Redick.
And their biggest concern, of course, it's figuring out a way to guard Joel Embiid. Coach said Embiid presents all types of issues. He can post you up, knock down the three. We'll have to send multiple bodies at Embiid to keep him in check. We'll see how they try to defend him. It won't be straight up. Guys?
Thank you, David. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Here's Maxey. After Luka Doncic's bucket. Second shot opportunity. Pass to Grimes. They set the screen to the wing right side. No good from Yabusele. And so Doncic will bring it up for Los Angeles. James fires from way outside. The quick look, no good that time.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Embiid inside the line. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Doncic passes to Vanderbilt. The kick out to LeBron. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Okay, Braun with the big boy moves. Look, he just absorbs the foul, still getting the shot, doesn't even feel it.
At the line for Los Angeles, LeBron.
And James drills them both. The 76ers trail by 3. Here's Maxey. And it's good off the back rim and in. Maxey's got his second bucket.
Always quick to strike. Maxey just stops and pops, pulls the trigger.
Here's Doncic. Nice jump shot. Good.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Los Angeles Lakers. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no... Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Lakers here so far, guys.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
Taking a look at the 76ers, we've got Joel Embiid. George is out there with Oubre. Then there's Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position.
This is why they feed Embiid. His teammates trust his ability to get the job done.
Doncic with the bucket.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
George scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Pass to James. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. With the league's 65-game rule, Joel Embiid might have trouble making another All-NBA team.
Yeah, he's only reached that 65-game mark twice in his career. But he's still a lock to make the Hall of Fame, Kevin, because of how dominant he is when he plays. And look, he's already got an MVP.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
The skill of Doncic at 6'7", 230, it makes him an impossible matchup defensively.
Maxey into the lane. Plays it up and banks it in. Maxey's got 6.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
James, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
How'd you talk about a guy who can completely take over? Tyrese Maxey.
Oh, I love his energy. I love his focus. I love his love for the game. He is relentless. What's amazing is that there's still so much upside there, Kevin. The thing you love about Maxey is that he always has a smile when he's out there. He's enjoying himself, and he embraces the challenge that the game presents.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Next up in the docket, the Bucks following this one. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. On the wing, George. He's defended by Reeves. Shot clock at 6. Embiid, no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
James wide open, and the Lakers with another miss.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Maxey, no good. Lakers trail by 3. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in games, you you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. Doncic outside, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's foul number 2 for him. Edwards, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. The 3 for Doncic. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Maxey, and slam dunk by Maxey.
He's a small guy with big hops. Maxey goes up high for that finish.
Out of bounds, it'll be 76ers ball.
And a moment to check out Tyrese Maxey here, coming off a terrific season, putting up about 26 points per, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And when they need to add defense, that's who they look to.
It's hard to find defensive spark plugs, but he is one of them. The whole team comes alive on D when he's in the game.
Bobbed up there for Drummond. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
A huge target on alley-oops. Throw it towards Drummond, and he'll take care of the rest.
Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Knicks in New York. Oh, explosive move by Doncic.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
This team wants Maxey to have the ball in his hands. He is a great decision maker that gets better every year.
And the Lakers with another turnover here. And a look here at the passing numbers over the last several months for Austin Reeves.
He hasn't been nearly as effective a passer these past few months, and that's unfortunate because when he's passing it well and the assists are coming, he is a much more complete player. It's something he has to be thinking about.
Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And here's Reeves outside. It's hauled in by Edwards.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Gordon. Edwards a screen on Reeves. Gordon finds Edwards. Kicks it out to Maxey. Clock at 2. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. And now a 4-point Philadelphia lead. Doncic fires from way outside. Tyrese Maxey. He's been the guy making things happen for the Philadelphia 76ers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Hey folks, welcome. The Lakers wrap up the first half in what's been a closely Look, I know this is going off topic, but during the first half, we were doing some dribbling drills. So Kenny, as the point guard here, and taking a look back now at the first half of play, the Lakers find themselves in a tight one.
I like the way they've been running, push.
And that concludes.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
Connect out there with Hachimura. Then it's Vincent. Then it's Goodwin. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. That one good for 2.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
The 76ers leading by 9. Here's McCain. Still scoreless. Here's Maxey. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Connect. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Pass to Yabusele. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Look, when you've made your first 3 shots of the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Here's Connect. It's Drummond with the rebound.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
As a junior college product, Dalton Connect, Greg, didn't have a traditional path to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, spent 2 years at a JC, 2 more at a small Division I program, then used his extra year of eligibility to transfer to Tennessee. And there he became a first-team All-American and turned himself into a first-round pick.
And there it is for him.
The jumper from Connect is pretty, no matter where he takes it from.
To the wing on the left. Maxey looking it over. Pass to Yabusele. No good from outside. Lakers trail by 11. And the call will be against Gabe Vincent. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And we've got a lineup change here for the Lakers. And the 76ers also making a change. Dalton's checked in. Nice D from Doncic.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more oftentimes.
Basket good. James has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Lakers. Here's Dalton. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. In third, the Lakers. Fifth on the list, the 76ers.
It's all about the fast break with these two groups. I mean, they were terrific a season ago, playing at a breakneck pace.
And the 76ers making a change here. Grimes is checked in. 1:57 left to play in the third. Grimes passes to Yabusele. Here's Grimes. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Oubre. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Fires from 14, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. George comes in for Kelly Oubre. Lakers trail by 7. Doncic looking it over. Forcing his way inside. Doncic.
And inside, Luka knows the bucket is there, so he is willing to fight for it.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And we've got a lineup change here for the Lakers. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Edwards, he's checked in for Yabusele.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Here's Vincent. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
Second free throw, no good.
Taking 3 shots.
And he nails the third. The 76ers leading by 6. From deep, George. Rebounded by the Lakers. Here's Connect. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless. And George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
Los Angeles with another miss. For Philadelphia, they've gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. They get it back. Grimes shoots the 3. McCain. Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
And so it's Philadelphia enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Lakers trail by 12. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Andre Drummond is out there with Paul George. Then there's Embiid. Then there's Lowry. And it's Grimes in at the 2-guard spot. Philadelphia shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Reeves against Lowry. Pass to Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Once Drummond gets the ball there, you can kiss it goodbye.
Doncic with it. Lowry picks him up. Shoots from the baseline. Doncic, no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Pass to Grimes.
Who's watching it? Watch the pick.
Outside Lowry. Outside for George. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. It's a 14-point game. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. Butler, he's checked in for Kyle Lowry. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
He knocked down a 3 in the first quarter, but he's still been unable to connect from deep past the break.
Grimes passes to Drummond. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half. I think of Andre Drummond as a big man's big man. He's a steadfast presence in the paint who really focuses on owning the backboard and attacking the rim.
Maxey's checked in for Butler. Here's Vanderbilt, and the dunk by Vanderbilt.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points. Drummond passes to Grimes. Maxey on the wing. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Oh, the electric Tyrese Maxey.
James against George. Back to James. Good D by Embiid. Philadelphia leading by 12. Pulls it up. Again, Philadelphia.
How about the quickness there from George? Pulling up before the defense can get set.
And James gets it to go on the assist by Doncic.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Embiid from outside. He doesn't hit that one. Time running out for the Lakers. Got a piece of it. Inside. Here's Drummond. Pass to Grimes. from deep three-point land. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Oh, how about that slam?
One of the most ferocious dunkers we've ever seen. James still enjoys putting on a show.
It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Yabusele's checked in. In the corner, it's James. And the 3 off target.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
They grabbed their own miss. Yabusele passes to Embiid. Here's Maxey. Traps in the tray. Maxey's got 27.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the 76ers.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And bragging rights between these teams were on the line today, and they put in some very good work to earn it.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Tyrese Maxey.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
Here's LeBron. Cans the shot from the wing. 34 seconds left in the game. The 76ers again can't hit it. I'm just not sure they have the time to pull this one off.
No doubt the clock is their biggest enemy right now. It just about take a magic trick for them to find the points they need.
Some things change, but LeBron stays the same. Still the same leader on the floor. The same player. It is truly impressive.
Here's Maxey. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Here's Grimes. Good work defensively by Reeves. So the 76ers win it. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time this one wound down. Thank you for that, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for our reporter, David Aldridge, and our analyst,
to the wrong place. These teams love to run.
Oh, they love to run. I mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. We've got George. Joel Embiid is out there with Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the 2.
Boy, Halliburton going downhill on the attack. So few guys can stay in front of him.
Yes, it's good.
Setting an aggressive tone early, challenging the heart of that defense.
Maxey against Halliburton. Turner, a screen on Maxey. Three-pointer, Halliburton. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
They were out-hustled on the boards the last time these teams met.
It's George on the wing. Oh, and the dunk by George!
Oh, Paul George, let him hear you with that finish. That is nicely done.
Doris, we've heard Paul George get a lot of praise from the next generation of NBA talent.
We sure have, and it's easy to see why, Brian. This guy is fundamentally sound. He does a little bit of everything, can shoot with range, can get off the bounce. His game is so polished and smooth, worthy of emulation.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Maxey against Halliburton. And Turner with the block.
How about Turner's ability to anticipate when the shooter's going to release? Couldn't be better at timing his rejections.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Maxey. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Only 6'2", but Maxey got some spring in his step.
Maxey against Halliburton. Pass to Siakam. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Siakam. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Earlier, I spoke with Rick Carlisle. The biggest focus on the defensive end, the big man, Joel Embiid. Coach telling me that they've talked a lot about how to defend Embiid. They have a great film session on it, but at the end of the day, he said Joel is a monster down low, so there's only so much you can do. It'll be fun watching the process do his thing tonight, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Siakam. Tries the spin move. Halliburton, just 5 to shoot. Turner with it, guarded now by Maxey. A good look from Turner. Again, the Pacers, good for 2 more. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Maxey passes to Embiid. Here's Yabusele. There's the 3. The rebound by Turner.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
One thing about the Pacers, Doris, they can flat out score the basketball.
It is incredible to me, B.A., how infrequently the ball sticks. They play fast, whether in transition or in the half court. They make defenses work.
Philadelphia with another miss. Indiana leading. Outside Mathurin. 1:50 left to play in the first.
Well, being aggressive and assertive, the big man snatching the rebound.
George, good.
Paul George's shooting form is just so pretty. This guy's ability to make shots so easy.
Halliburton against Maxey. And the dunk by Halliburton.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay.
To the middle. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Well, hit a man in stride. That is a textbook delivery.
Here's Embiid driving in. And Embiid throws it down.
Yeah, dominant drive there by Embiid. Crashing inside and throwing it down with authority.
Here's Siakam. Rejected by George. Embiid against Halliburton. And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
So So it's Philadelphia now. They trail by 1.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Siakam against Embiid. Pass to Turner. Now here's Halliburton. He's closely guarded, and the layup is good. Halliburton's got 8.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
George for 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
Boy, Paul George now taking double the amount of threes he did when he first came in the league. Incredible.
76ers foul. Good showing number 7. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Halliburton. Missed inside.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
No good. Misses at the buzzer. It's a tie game in Indiana. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on Indiana so far?
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with Nesmith. And it's Mathurin in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Turner, no good.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And it's Maxey missing.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Gets the 3 to fall. Siakam's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
There's no hesitation in catch-and-shoot situations for Pascal Siakam. He has turned himself into a legitimate threat.
And the call will be against Benedict Mathurin. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. Embiid, a screen on Mathurin. Back to Embiid. Here's Grimes. Just 5 on the clock. Embiid inside. Turner covers. Embiid's shot is good. Embiid's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's foul number 2 for him. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for him.
He's been on a tear offensively these past few months, and you know how much they love the extra points he provides. He's been shouldering a bigger load recently, and I think he's just getting started.
Now here's Maxey. Now the Pacers on the move. And Hallie to the hoop.
Yeah, Tyrese Halliburton in transition is one of the most fearsome sights because he can score, and we know he's a special passer.
And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his 3rd foul so far. And this early in the season, there are still so many unknowns, Grant.
You're right. You learn a little about each team in the preseason. But once the games count, things really start coming into focus.
And yep, it's good.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Halliburton, the pass to Siakam. Now Halliburton. There's the triple. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got 6 rebounds in the game. To the inside. That shot, no good. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner. There's Nesmith with a 3. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Halliburton, he's so clever with the basketball, helps yet another teammate take advantage of an opening.
And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
His 4th foul already, and we're not even at halftime. They'll likely limit his minutes the rest of the way.
The Pacers making a switch here. McConnell's checked in. The 76ers also with a sub. Oubre's checked in. And Embiid throws it down.
At 7 feet tall, Embiid looks to dunk often, especially when he's got good positioning.
Kicks it out to Siakam. Siakam with the jam.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. George for three, and he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
Boy, nice job by Paul George to make himself available. Gets to his spot and gets it off quickly.
Up top, McConnell. Maxey covering. McConnell passes to Nesmith. There's a screen by Turner. Back to Nesmith. Puts up a three. Rebound by Philadelphia. Milwaukee will be traveling to face them after this game. And that's the first of just 2 home games for them. They get it back. Grimes kicks it to George. Oubre, a screen on Matherin. Second chance effort. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. They'll pin that one on Pascal Siakam.
Boy, Paul George continues to prove himself an elite offensive threat.
He's perfect from the line this time. Pacers trail by 3. And that's a foul called on T.J. McConnell. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Lowry, he's checked in for the Sixers.
Number 7, Kyle Lowry.
.105 left to play in the first half. Here's Oubre, and Turner with the block. They get it back. Drummond, a screen on Matherin. And he lobs it up. The shot by Drummond, no good.
And the idea was good, but the execution severely lacking.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Now here's Matherin. McConnell left side. Shot clock at 6. The rebound by Lowry. Philadelphia leading by 3. George outside. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Drummond, a screen on Matherin. To the paint.
Well, this has been the book on defending Andre Drummond on the interior. Make him earn it at the charity stripe.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. And he can't get the first one. Good on the second one. Here's Toppin. Nesmith passes to McConnell. Over Butler. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Sixers ahead, up by 4. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
I like what they're doing. Playing with physicality, they've worked hard to gain the edge in areas like rebounding.
Yeah, that's the difference in the game.
And now we get to check out. And that's it for half.
We've got second half action for you. And if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Paul George has been sensational.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. They've got Andre Drummond. Eric Gordon is out there with George. And it's Bona in at the 4. Kicks it to George. Fires the 3. Kept alive. And Obi Toppin gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. The 76ers making a switch here. Oubre's checked in.
76ers substitution.
Off the inbound pass. And the jam by Drummond.
Boy, power play by Andre Drummond. He has made a career out of stress testing the rims.
Nembhard, the pass to Nesmith. Toppin, a screen on Edwards. There's Neesmith with a three. Drains the triple. Neesmith's got 8.
Superb move right there. The spin shakes off any attempt at defense.
Back to George. Lets it go from deep. Indiana with a rebound. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Pass to Nembhard. Lots of room. And he nails the jumper. Now George. He's got 13. And certain guys are just solid with what they do. Doris, I think that applies to Andrew Nembhard.
Yeah, I think it does, B.A., because whenever he's out there, there's the steadying presence he brings. And that is while competing at a high level on the defensive end. His competitive toughness might be his best attribute.
Shepard, he's checked in for Neesmith. Toppin outside. To the inside. There's a screen by Toppin. Here's Nembhard, and it's going to be a 3-second call. Now, since we have this break, here are the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. The Sixers third, the fourth spot held by the Pacers.
Here you have two offenses that feasted off turnovers. Every opponent was a little nervous with the ball around them.
A nice shot by McCain. And the 76ers lead by 6.
When he decides he wants to take it to the bucket, it's really hard for anyone to slow him down.
McConnell outside. Here's Shepard. Another one falls for Indiana.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3, terrific play calling, everything clicking out of the gates here.
George with it, and it's McConnell picking him up. Out to Oubre. And he slams it in one-handed.
Well, Oubre has the kind of athleticism that makes that an easy play.
Pacers trail by 6. Pass to Shepard. No luck on that one. Oh, good D by Edwards.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Boy, you love to see this level of awareness from a big like Drummond. How about that feed to his teammate?
Here's Shepard. Philadelphia grabs the miss.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defenders. A spectacular finish by Oubre. He's got that airtime to get creative.
To the middle. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
So Indiana ends up going with a new group. Doughton's checked in for the Sixers.
Great body control allows Mathurin to finish through contact.
Doughton passes to Oubre. Here's McCain. And here's Edwards outside. No good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Jackson. And he lays it up and in. Now just a 4-point Philadelphia lead.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
This one for 3. A nice shot by Doughton.
And they're shooting with much more confidence here in the second half. The field goal percentage is now over 50%.
Halliburton outside. Jackson, that's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Halliburton's got his 3rd assist of the night. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
A bit undersized. His hops make him a legit small ball 4.
Jackson finds Halliburton. Jackson with it. Oubre picks him up. And Jackson, here we go. And the dunk by Jackson.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Pass to McCain. From behind the arc. No good that time. And here's Jackson. He'll bring it up for Indiana. It's a 5-point game. They'll face the Jazz after this game. That'll be at home, and that game will conclude a 4-game homestand for them. The shot, no good. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass would do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Aaron Neesmith is out there with Toppin. Then it's Shepard. Then there's T.J. McConnell. And it's Bryant in at center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 for the Pacers. Maxey passes to Grimes. The kick out to Maxey. Here's Yabusele. Nails it from 3. And the 76ers lead by 8.
Yeah, just an outstanding find by Maxey. More than willing to give it up to open teammates.
It's hauled in by the Sixers. Here's Grimes. Pass to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
Three-pointer, Halliburton. The rebound by Yabusele. Philadelphia leading by 10. Inside, Mathurin with a steal. He shoots it. Off the left rim and out. And for Philadelphia, they're shooting 51%. Good clip from the field. Siakam outside. Fires from deep. The rebound by Maxey.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Oh, and a fast break for the Pacers. Three-pointer, Halliburton. Can't hit that one. Now Philadelphia with it. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. And here's Embiid. Takes the 3. Oh, Embiid knocking it down from downtown.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Here's Halliburton. And he gets that one.
Well, the numbers speak for themselves, but what Tyrese Halliburton is showing you, the versatility he has at the offensive end.
Philadelphia leading by 11. Maxey passes to Embiid. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Benedict Mathurin picks one up. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the 76ers?
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
I think the other thing they've done exceptionally well tonight is shoot the mid-range and take advantage of those opportunities. Anytime they're given a look, they have delivered.
Paul George, he's checked in for the Sixers.
The frame of Halliburton makes you think he can't finish through contact, but folks, that's a wiry, strong frame right there.
First team foul.
Free throw good, Halliburton. Here's Maxey. Here's Yabusele. Pass to Grimes. Now here's Embiid. Launches it. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam. Halliburton against Maxey. Down low. It's tipped. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Here's Grimes. The rebound by Neesmith. Pacers trail by 10. It's tipped. Here they come with numbers in transition. Embiid passes to Maxey. Back to Embiid. Ooh, look at Embiid converting in close.
Flat out dominant. Joel Embiid having his way tonight.
And Aaron Neesmith picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Embiid. Oh, and Turner with a block. Here's Mathurin. And Indiana misses again. Philadelphia leading by 12. George for three. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the 76ers.
Seemed like the sheer volume of three-pointers today was the deciding factor.
And they'd hit one and then just dialed up again. And it worked.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Joel Embiid.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Yeah, I love the use of the shot fake by Embiid. Smart basketball there.
Joel Embiid.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Pass to Turner. Joel Embiid with the board. And so it's Embiid who brings up the ball for the 76ers. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. They get it again. And he banks in the layup. And the 76ers lead by 17.
And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Here's Halliburton. Pass to Turner. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Hits the trifecta.
Tyrese Halliburton doing his thing, showing you all he has in that passing arsenal.
For three, George. Pure from three-point range. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie.
always interested in the rookies, seeing which guys step up. The leap to the NBA can be a huge one, so you never know what will happen with some of these young players.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Outside, the wings are Reeves and James. Jackson Hayes is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Doncic in at the 1. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
Here's Halliburton. It's blocked. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Doncic. Count that bucket.
Boy, he's so dangerous in these situations. Doncic just has a good sense for what he needs to do based on the situation.
Now, here is Halliburton. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. And Clark for the Lakers. Their last 2 seasons ended in playoff losses to the Denver Nuggets.
And I tell you what, they fought hard both times, Kevin. The point differential was only 24 points over the 4 games in 2023 and just 11 points in 2024. LA actually led most of the 5-game series, but weren't able to advance.
And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
On defense, the Pacers. 6-point game. Doncic against Halliburton. And stolen by Siakam.
You could tell it was almost tunnel vision on that pass. Had no idea where the defender was.
Over in the corner, Turner sinks the 3-pointer.
Really like it when Turner squares up from outside because he's got a sweet stroke, and because of his size, hard for defenders to get to the shot, and it also stretches the floor, which is good for his team.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Lets it go from the wing. Siakam misses.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
James looking around. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Good.
Now that was nasty. Absolutely nasty. Halliburton looking like a street baller with that kind of dribble move. Major handles.
Tyrese Halliburton is flat out special, Clark. Yeah, you say it all the time. He is an absolute machine on offense.
He really is an orchestrator, a maestro of platinum level capability. His turnover numbers outstanding. He's a guy that flirts with the 50-40-90 shooting splits and is going to lead the league in assists, I think, the better part of his career going forward. That's how good he is.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Allred. David?
Kevin, thank you very much. LeBron James is still dominating at an age where most players are well into their retirement. How does he do it? He said, show up, put the work in, and then go out and trust it. I'm just trying to push the limit. See how far I can take this thing. It's me versus Father Time. Kevin, back to you.
And David, that's one you're always going to win against Father Time. Hey, thank you for the report. Here's Halliburton following the basket by LeBron James to end the run. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Halliburton was hungry for that hoop. Taking the ball right to the rack and drawing the foul.
And the Lakers making a change here. Vincent's checked in. And with their offensive firepower, have the Pacers, Clark, maxed out at that end of the floor?
There's still a lot of room for this team to grow offensively, Kevin. A low rate of free throws is something they can improve on. And a relatively low rate of threes and offensive boards, those are areas that can get better. I think there's another level they have to reach yet.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's LeBron. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
And let's take a look now. Pascal Siakam's numbers. Great showing for him last season. He was around 21 points per game last year, 7 rebounds and 4 assists. And he's such a big part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, he's just got that nice feel, that sixth sense, knowing where to be on the floor to help his teammates generate points.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Pass to Vincent. Back to LeBron. Vanderbilt against Mathurin. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Los Angeles shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
He doesn't get the second one. Pacers trail by 4. Mathurin finds Turner. Shoots. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Magnets and vice grips on his hands. Mathurin making a miss.
Back to Reeves. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
The backcourt, Halliburton and Mathurin. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Toppin in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Now, here's Halliburton. Siakam, good.
Rise and fires. This is Siakam's attitude off the catch. And with these results, you understand why.
Here's Doncic. It's rebounded by Indiana. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That will complete this 4-game homestand.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
And LeBron, the only player to reach 40,000 points in his career. Clark, you're shaking your head. It's incredible, isn't it?
Absolutely remarkable, Kevin. And I did not think I would see it in my lifetime. 40,000 points. Just the sound of that is ridiculous. And, you know, he not only has lived up to the hype that has followed him since he was 15 years old, he's actually exceeded it, Kevin, which is crazy.
Now here's Turner. Turner with a screen for Mathurin. Puts it up. It's rebounded by Hayes.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Here's Halliburton after the basket by the Lakers. Pass to Siakam. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Siakam's got 7 points in the game.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for the Pacers. Hachimura, he's checked in for the Lakers. Now here's James. He's got 9. LeBron going to work inside.
And once James gets the ball near the rim, just let him go to work because he knows what he's doing down there.
Siakam.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Kicks it out to James. They shoot again. Takes the 3. And that one's good. Hachimura. And the Lakers lead by 2. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, you know, I would consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Here's LeBron, following the basket by Pascal Siakam. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Rui Hachimura at the line for 2.
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Yeah, you could sum up Rui Hachimura by calling him a pro's pro, a hard worker, and a guy that just continues to add value to his team.
Here's Halliburton. Reeves with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
No coverage that time. Reeves has got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. Toppin finds Turner. And it's slammed in by Turner.
Boy, that's just too easy, guys. Turner, a player you can't allow to get free near the rack. It's a great dunk. Bang!
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard. I'll tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Good work there as it goes. Halliburton's got 9 points.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Now, here's Toppin. No scoring in this one. Pass to Mathurin. Let's go. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Keaton's absorbing hits on the drive.
How many times have we seen that? I mean, LeBron going right through and into the defense and finds a way to power through the contact as if he hasn't even been hit.
Turner with a screen on Doncic. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Turner. Got it off in time. And that one released in time, but no good. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here.
Check it out, Los Angeles. Like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, everyone's... So let's dig into that first half now. And what was a very solid performance for the Lakers. And that concludes...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
So the Lakers 5 right now. Vincent is out there with Goodwin. Then it's Connect. Then it's Rui Hachimura. Shot clock at 6. Connect sets a screen for Hachimura. That 3 off the mark. Pacers trail by 5. McConnell scanning the floor. He takes it in. It's good.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
LA's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Here's Hachimura. The rebound by Bryant. It's a close game here in Indianapolis. Neesmith, no good. That would have tied it. And Clark, as we watch Aaron Neesmith, he was such a great shooter in college, and it took him a while to find his stroke in the NBA.
And you know what, Kevin, nothing really surprising about that. Most players struggle to find their game in the NBA, to find their role in the NBA. But Neesmith, he's found his rhythm and his role, and he clearly is dangerous from behind the arc.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, Connect started his NBA journey at a community college, grew 3 inches while he was there, eventually transferred to a major program and turned himself into a first-round pick.
No one near Shepard as he lets it go. And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Hachimura with a screen on McConnell. Benson with it. And it's Toppin picking him up.
Good defensive awareness that time by Toppin to come and block the shot.
Indiana making some changes. Tony Bradley's checked in for Bryant. Jackson comes in for Toppin. And it's Benedict Mathurin in for Shepard. Connect with it. Neesmith covering. Pass to Finney-Smith. Ball's knocked loose. Len with it. Latre. Tries again. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
It was an ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
A shot by McConnell, no good. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Finney-Smith passes to Vincent. Pass to Reeves. And there's the drive. Pacers with the rebound. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Over in the corner, Mathurin. To the middle. Here's Bradley. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And nice read from Mathurin. He's always trying to get his teammates going.
Reeves finds Vincent. Picked by Finney-Smith. It's a floater. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Now, here's a look at the last few months of assist numbers for Austin Reeves.
One aspect of his game that's suffered the past few months has been his passing. He hasn't shown that same creativity with the basketball that we'd seen from him earlier in the season, and his assists are way down because of it.
Siakam is checked in for Indiana.
The definition of a stretch 4, Finney-Smith is a really valuable offensive player.
A shot by McConnell, no good.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Pass to Connect. To the paint. And the rejection by Jackson. Siakam the bounce pass. Neesmith the pass to Jackson. Goes back up. No good on the layup. The Lakers in the lead. To the inside. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
McConnell off target with his 3.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Vincent. Here he goes. Pass to Finney-Smith. Now Connect. From the arc. The Pacers pull it in. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Neesmith. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Neesmith has got it all tied up now for the Pacers. Here's Connect. Neesmith covering. Connect. No good. For Indiana, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Los Angeles has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Finney Smith. And again, the Lakers no good. And a wide open look for Mathurin. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. It's a tie game in Indiana. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. The backcourt, Halliburton and Mathurin. And it's Furphy in at the 3 slot. That's the Pacers' 5. The Pacers making a change here. Toppin's checked in. And Turner kicks to Siakam. Back to Turner. Vanderbilt against Siakam. Outside Mathurin. Screen by Siakam. And Mathurin is good for 3. Mathurin's got the lead up to 5 now for Indiana. Doncic against Halliburton. Doncic with a strong move inside.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Now, here's Siakam. Up top, Mathurin. The teardrop falls in.
And using that body to his advantage, Mathurin will learn to control his strength as he grows in the league.
Third personal foul. First team.
Lakers trail by 5. The 3 for Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic. For Indiana, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Turner with the screen for Toppin. Inside. And it's Turner finishing it off.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappeared.
And it's Mathurin missing.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Halliburton for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Vanderbilt's got rebound number 5 here tonight. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly from beyond the arc and then some.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch, and he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Now here's Turner. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Floats one, and it's sent back by Turner.
There's the defensive presence they want from Turner, hustling and using his mobility to send it back.
And here's Los Angeles now. Halliburton with it. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's on Luka Doncic.
Halliburton coming up big. No rest in that man's game. He takes the shot and makes the shot.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pacers.
I love the way they're finishing, penetrating, getting downhill, taking the game to their opponent. They've been the aggressors, and that's been impressive.
And also, they are working the opposition from the mid-range, continuing to fire away with confidence from there.
Guys, I tell you what, just really enjoyable watching LeBron still do his thing. I mean, we're witnessing extended greatness.
Now, here's Halliburton. It's stolen by Vanderbilt. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to James. And there's the big-time jam. He slams it right over Turner.
And, you know, we've come to expect this from LeBron James, guys. I mean, when his team needs a bucket, he rises to the occasion.
Now, here's Toppin. Back to Siakam. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got his 6th rebound on the night. Doncic dishes to James. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers to take the lead. They get it back. Reeves outside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Halliburton kicks to Toppin. Turner with a screen on LeBron. Toppin with it, defended by Reeves. Catherine for 3. Knocks down the 3.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Now, here's Doncic. And it's Mathurin with the rebound.
Oh, it's been a turbulent quarter, really rough for him. Nothing going his way. He seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Here's Siakam.
Los Angeles foul. Luka Doncic. 4th personal foul.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
Second line. For the Pacers.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. So the Pacers take the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the